There is a version of a Europe trip that almost every traveler has imagined at some point. Cobblestone streets, outdoor tables, wine that costs less than water, centuries of history folded into every neighborhood. And right now, two countries keep coming up as the answer to that vision: Portugal and Spain. Both Iberian. Both extraordinary. Both completely different experiences once the actual planning starts. Here is how they actually compare. Cost is where Portugal has quietly built a loyal following. It is widely regarded as one of the more affordable countries in Western Europe, and while prices have risen in Lisbon and Porto in recent years, most travelers still find a meaningful gap. A well-located hotel in Lisbon runs somewhere around $60 to $90 a night by most recent estimates. A full dinner with wine at a good local restaurant, not a tourist trap, a real neighborhood place, tends to land around $20 to $30 a person. The pastel de nata from the corner bakery is famously cheap and widely considered one of the best things to eat anywhere in the world. Spain is generally more expensive, especially in Madrid and Barcelona, where most travelers find the same dinner creeps toward $30 to $50 a person, and accommodation sits higher. Seville and Valencia offer some relief, but countrywide, Portugal tends to come out ahead on value, and most long-term travelers would agree it is not a subtle difference. Food in Spain is one of the great culinary traditions on earth, and it is not going to apologize for it. The pinzos of San Sebastian, paella in Valencia, made the right way with proper socarrat on the bottom. Jamón ibérico that stops people mid-sentence. The entire tapas culture, which turns eating into a 3-hour social event. Portugal counters with something quieter but equally serious in most food travelers' view. Fresh grilled fish, bacalhau, prepared 100 different ways. The bifana pork sandwich that costs almost nothing and, in many opinions, tastes like everything. And the wine, from the bold reds of the Douro Valley to the fizzy Vinho Verde that most visitors say is best experienced in Portugal itself. Most well-traveled food lovers would give Spain a narrow edge simply because the regional variety across a larger country is hard to beat. But Portugal is a far more serious food destination than its reputation suggests. Architecture and cities. Lisbon is widely considered one of the most beautiful capital cities in Europe. The Oxu-Lejuche tiles covering entire building facades. The hilltop Miradouros with their sweeping views. The yellow trams clattering through the Alfama. Porto is similarly striking in many travelers' opinion. Raw, layered, with the Douro River below and the port wine lodges of Vila Nova de Gaia across the bridge. Spain's architectural ceiling is higher simply because the country is larger and the variety is broader. Barcelona's GOWWED landmarks, the Alcázar of Seville, the Alhambra of Granada. Most visitors would argue Spain delivers more sheer architectural spectacle. Portugal tends to deliver something more intimate and more likely to stop someone on a random street corner with no warning. Beaches. The Algarve in southern Portugal is widely regarded as one of the most dramatic coastlines in Europe. The golden limestone cliffs, the hidden sea caves, the Atlantic water that is colder than the Mediterranean, but spectacularly clear by most accounts. Spain counters with the Costa del Sol, the Balearic Islands, including Ibiza and Mallorca, and thousands of miles of varied coastline. Volume and variety tend to favor Spain in most comparisons. Scenery and drama tend to favor Portugal. This one comes down to whether warm and social or striking and raw is the priority, and neither answer is wrong. Nightlife. Spain operates on a completely different clock. Madrid barely wakes up socially until midnight by most accounts. Barcelona's clubs run until the sun comes up. The Spanish relationship with nighttime is widely regarded as cultural rather than performative. Lisbon has the FAH2 houses of Beirut AO2 and a genuine atmospheric bar scene that most visitors find worth an entire evening. But most travelers would argue the scale and energy of Spanish nightlife sits in a different category altogether: crowds and authenticity. Barcelona, and parts of Madrid are widely reported to be under significant tourism pressure, and locals have openly expressed that in recent years. Lisbon is also feeling it, but Portugal as a whole still has vast stretches of coastline, villages, and mid-sized cities that most travelers find feel untouched by the tourist economy. That feeling of discovering somewhere real, in many people's view, Portugal still offers it more readily than almost anywhere else in Western Europe. Verdict: Spain tends to suit first-time visitors to Iberia who want the iconic European experience turned all the way up. The architecture, the food variety, the nightlife, the art museums. Most travelers find it delivers an enormous amount in a short trip. Portugal tends to suit those looking for something more textured, more affordable, more approachable, and in many travelers' experience, more likely to leave someone feeling like they found something rather than consumed something. Go to Spain to be dazzled. Go to Portugal to actually exhale. And always check visa and entry requirements on the official government website before booking, as rules can shift. If there is ever a chance to do both, most people who have would say take it without hesitating. Subscribe, and next Tuesday brings another one worth staying until the end for.